Hello, my little gingerbread cookies. I am just looking for my keys. I just don't know where I put them. Maybe they're in this bag. Let me see. Oh, I have a terrible habit of losing my keys. Oh, I found them. We need to have those. Let's see. This key. This key is where we make all the dolls and all the Barbies and their clothes. This key is to the room where we make all the cars, like Hot Wheels and trucks and cars to play with and cars to ride. Everything you can think of. We even have bicycles in there. Oh, and this key. This is one of my favorites. This is the key to where all the Christmas books are and all the other fairy tales and puzzles and great things like that. And this key, we make all the stuffed animals in this room. Oh, we have dogs and kitties and you name it. I even saw a stuffed walrus over there the other day, and a giraffe, and a wolf. I really love that. And a fox. I really have a special place in my heart for foxes. But there's everything you can think of. So it was very important that I find my keys tonight. Whew, that was close. Well, let's see. What is our story going to be? Tonight our story is called One Winter's Day. Do you know what this is? That's a little hedgehog. And the story is written by Christina Butler, and the pictures are drawn by Tina McNaughton. Let's see. One Winter's Day. Little Hedgehog was making his bed for the winter when a sudden gust of wind blew him off his feet. It took hold of his cozy nest and tossed it high into the air. Oh my goodness, poor little Hedgehog. Now what is he going to do? Little Hedgehog trembled as the wind whistled around him, and he wondered what to do. He caught hold of his scarf, hat, and mittens before they blew away, and tried to find shelter under the tree roots. But wherever he went, the wind blew there as well. I'll have to stay with Badger until this storm has gone, he said at last, pulling his woolly hat firmly over his prickles. Then he snuggled into his cozy scarf, put on his mittens, and with a deep breath he set off. There is Hedgehog, and here he is all bundled up in his hat and scarf and mittens. I hope his friend Badger lets him stay there. The wind was even stronger in the meadow. Leaves swirled here and there, and snowflakes filled the air. Little Hedgehog hadn't gone far when he bumped into a family of field mice shivering in the long grass. Aw, there's Hedgehog. Look at the little field mice. They're so cold. There's I've never known such a storm, squeaked Mother Mouse. The wind has blown our nest far away, and my poor babies are so cold. My home has blown away as well, said Little Hedgehog. I'm on my way to stay with Badger, but I have just the thing to warm you up. And he took off his woolly hat and gave it to the mice. Oh, lovely, lovely, they squeaked, snuggling down out of the wind. Thank you, Little Hedgehog. Isn't that the sweetest thing? See all the mice snuggled up in Hedgehog's hat. That was so thoughtful. Little Hedgehog tucked his nose inside his scarf and ran along beside the racing river. Otter was on the bank, huffing and puffing on his paws. "Hello, Otter," shouted Little Hedgehog. "What are you doing?" "Oh, hello, Hedgehog," replied Otter. "My fur coat keeps me warm, but my paws are freezing." Oh, look at poor Otter up there. His poor paws are so cold. "Here, have these," said Little Hedgehog, giving Otter his mittens. "They should do the trick." "Thank you, Little Hedgehog," said Otter. "These are great, but you should be at home. What are you doing out in this cold weather?" "I have no home any more," Little Hedgehog said sadly. "The wind has blown it away." And running on, he cried, "I'm going to stay with Badger." See Otter with his mittens on? By the time Little Hedgehog reached the woods, the snow was getting deeper. On and on he struggled, picking his way between the snowdrifts as the wind howled around him. Oh, poor Little Hedgehog, it's so windy and cold, and he's out there in all that snow. A mother deer and her fawn were sheltering in the bushes. "Oh, Little Hedgehog, why aren't you in your nest in this awful storm?" she asked. So Little Hedgehog told Mother Deer about his nest blowing away. But as he spoke, he saw that the little fawn was shaking with cold. "Here, take this," he said, giving the fawn his scarf. "How kind you are," said Mother Deer. "Thank you, Little Hedgehog." And there's the baby deer, the fawn, with a scarf. This Little Hedgehog is so sweet. Little Hedgehog pattered on, faster and faster, but just as he finally saw Badger's house at the bottom of the hill, he skidded on the icy path. "Help!" he cried as he went bumping and bouncing through the snow. Oh no! I wonder whose door that is. Little Hedgehog, thud, bump, bam, right into the door. Badger was inside making tea when he heard the big thud outside. "Whatever was that?" he cried, dropping his toast. When he opened the door, a prickly snowball rolled in. "Gracious me," he said in surprise, "it's Little Hedgehog." Badger carried Little Hedgehog to an armchair by the fire and gave him a cup of tea. Little Hedgehog told Badger about his journey through the storm, and then cozy and warm he fell fast asleep. Oh my goodness, he was a snowball, and over here by the warm fire. That's so nice of Badger. Little Hedgehog stayed with Badger until the storm had gone. As they walked to where his house had been, Little Hedgehog was very worried. "How can I build a strong new nest if all the leaves and twigs have blown away and there's nothing left?" he asked anxiously. "I'll help you," said Badger kindly. "We're nearly there now." Here they are walking together. What are they going to do? How are they going to build a house? "Surprise!" came the cry when they turned the corner. Little Hedgehog gasped with delight. The animals he met in the storm had made him the coziest nest he'd ever seen. "For the kindest hedgehog in the world," they all cried together. "Look at the house!" Wow, and there's his hat and his mittens and his scarf. And that's the end. And there's a picture of the forest where they live. Wasn't that the sweetest, kindest thing? Well, be warm and cozy. Be good boys and girls. Always be kind and try to be helpful around the house. You know, it's that time of year. It won't be long until Santa comes. I'll talk to you tomorrow night. Bye.